Proverbs chapter 10, the one who leads an honest life. The Proverbs of Solomon. A wise son brings joy to his father, but a foolish son gives grief to his mother. Treasures obtained by wicked means profit nothing, but a righteous life brings delivery from death. The Lord will not allow the righteous to go hungry, but he foils the craving of the wicked. Idle hands ensure poverty, but the hands of the diligent bring riches. A son who gathers the crops during the summer is wise, but a son who sleeps at harvest time is shameful. Blessings are showered on the head of the righteous, but sorrow will cover the face of the wicked. The righteous is remembered with blessings, but the name of the wicked fades away. A wise man will heed commandments, but a babbling fool will come to grief. Anyone who leads an honorable life walks in safety, but whoever pursues wicked ways will be found out. Anyone who winks with the eye causes trouble, but the one who rebukes promotes peace. The mouth of the righteous is a fountain of life, but the mouth of the wicked is filled with violence. Hatred stirs up strife, but love overlooks all offenses. Wisdom is found on the lips of one who has understanding, but a rod is in store for the back of a fool. Wise men store up knowledge, but the mouth of a fool precipitates ruin. The wealth of the rich man is his stronghold. The poverty of the lowly is his undoing. The reward of the righteous leads to life. The gains of the wicked leads to sin. Whoever heeds admonition is on the path to life, but anyone who rejects correction goes astray. Lying lips conceal hatred, and anyone who slanders another is a fool. Where many words are spoken, sin is not absent, but whoever restrains his tongue is prudent. The tongue of the just man is like pure silver. The heart of the wicked is without worth. The lips of the righteous nourish many, but fools die for lack of sense. The blessing of the Lord is what brings wealth, and our toil adds nothing to it. Doing wrong affords pleasure to the fool, but wisdom is a delight to an intelligent man. What the wicked man fears catches up with him, but what the righteous man desires is granted. When the storm ends, the wicked man is no more, but the righteous man stands firm forever. Like vinegar to the teeth and smoke to the eyes, so is the sluggard to those he serves. The fear of the Lord prolongs life, but the years of the wicked are cut short. The hope of the righteous brings them joy, but the expectations of the wicked are frustrated. The way of the Lord is a stronghold for the upright, but destruction for evildoers. The righteous man will never be destroyed, but the wicked will not remain in the land. The mouth of the righteous dispenses wisdom, but the perverse tongue will be cut off. The lips of the righteous utter words of kindness, but the mouth of the wicked knows only how to pervert. Proverbs chapter 11. The fruit of the righteous. False scales are the abomination to the Lord, but a true weight is pleasing to him. When pride is nurtured, disgrace soon follows, but wisdom is the hallmark of the humble. The upright are guarded by their integrity. The treacherous are destroyed by their own duplicity. Riches will be of no avail on the day of wrath, but righteousness delivers from death. The virtue of the honest man keeps his way straight, whereas the evil man falls as a result of his wickedness. The righteousness of the upright saves them, but the treacherous are trapped by their own schemes. When a wicked man dies, all his expectations die with him, and the hope he placed in his riches comes to naught. The righteous man escapes affliction, and the wicked man incurs it instead. With his mouth, the godless man seeks to ruin his neighbor, but knowledge enables the righteous to be delivered. The city rejoices when the upright prosper, and when the wicked are ruined, there is exultation. Through the blessing of the righteous, a city is raised, but is destroyed by the mouth of the wicked. A man who lacks sense belittles a good neighbor, but an intelligent man remains silent. One who gossips reveals secrets, but a trustworthy man keeps things hidden. For lack of leadership, a nation collapses. Safety is assured with a multitude of advisers. Whoever puts up bail for a stranger will suffer loss, but the one who refuses to do so will be safe. A gracious woman requires honor, while the woman who hates virtue is covered with shame. Those who are lazy become destitute, but those who are diligent gain wealth. A kind man benefits himself, whereas a cruel man hurts himself. The labors of the wicked man produce little profit, but the one who sows righteousness reaps a sure reward. Whoever is steadfast in righteousness finds life, but the one who pursues evil is on the road to death. Those with perverse hearts are abhorrent to the Lord, but those whose ways are blameless are dear to him. You need have no fear that the wicked will not be punished, but those who are righteous will escape harm. Like a ring of gold in a pig's snout is a beautiful woman without good sense. The righteous desire only what is good. The expectation of the wicked ends in wrath. One man gives lavishly and increases his wealth, while another is tight-fisted and ends up impoverished. A generous person will be enriched. He who refreshes the other will also be refreshed. The peoples curse those who hoard grain, but the one who sells it earns their blessing. Whoever strives for good earns great acclaim, but the one who pursues evil will be afflicted by it. Whoever places his trust in riches will fall, but the righteous will flourish like sprouting leaves. Whoever causes trouble for his family inherits the wind, and a fool will become a servant to the wise men. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, and the wise man wins souls. If the just man receives his desert on earth, how much more will the wicked and the sinner? Proverbs chapter 12. On the way of righteousness. Whoever loves discipline loves knowledge, but the one who hates correction is stupid. The good man wins the favor of the Lord, but the malicious man incurs his condemnation. No one earns security by wickedness, but the roots of the righteous will not be shaken. A good wife is her husband's crown, but one who disgraces him is like decay in his bones. The aims of the righteous are honorable, but the schemes of the wicked are full of deceit. The words of the wicked are snares to shed blood, but those of the upright keep them safe. Once the wicked are overthrown, they are no more, but the house of the righteous remains firm. A man will be praised if he exhibits good sense, but one with a perverse mind is despised. It is better to be a laborer and have food to eat than to put on airs and have an empty stomach. A righteous person supplies the needs of his animals, but the heart of the wicked is without mercy. One who tills his land has an abundance of food, but he who chases fantasies is a fool. The wicked desire the prey of evil men, but the root of the righteous bears fruit. The wicked man is ensnared by sin of his lips, but the righteous frees himself from misfortune. An abundance of good things flow from the fruits of one's lips, and a man's labor will give him a suitable reward. The fool is convinced of the rightness of his ways, but the man who listens to advice shows wisdom. A fool is quick to show his anger, but a prudent man ignores an insult. A truthful witness is honest in his testimony, but a false witness testifies deceitfully. Thoughtless words wound like a sword thrust, but the tongue of the wise produces healing. Truthful speech endures forever, but deceitful lies last only for a moment. Deceit is in the heart of those who plot evil, but those who counsel peace have joy. No harm befalls the righteous, but endless are the misfortune of the wicked. The Lord abhors lying lips, but he delights in those who are truthful. A prudent man does not flaunt his knowledge, but the heart of fools proclaims their folly. Authority will be granted to the diligent, but the lazy will be enslaved. Anxiety in the human heart weighs it down, but a kind word makes it glad. A righteous man gives good advice to his neighbor, but the way of the wicked leads them astray. A lazy man never reaps a rich harvest, but the diligent man acquires precious wealth. The way of righteous leads to life, but the way of vengeance leads to death.